Born to drift, the Dodge Charger and Challenger are some of the most powerful muscle cars. Their rear-wheel drive and the beastly exhaust sounds make them stand out in their class. Now Dodge, looking to make a switch to electric technology, went against the norm with the Daytona EV by featuring an all-wheel drive system. While this may be useful for the new model, it takes away a feature that has made Dodge one of the most exciting car brands on the market. In this video, we're looking at one of the first electric muscle cars in the world and why it could be a bad move. Dodge, a brand famous for offering cars with big and powerful V8 engines, is phasing out some of its iconic gas-powered muscle cars in favor of electric vehicles. Dodge has been making muscle cars for a long time, and it doesn't look like they're going to stop anytime soon. Set to debut in 2024, the Charger Daytona SRT is a sleek electric coupe that promises to continue the legacy of the Dodge Charger and Challenger. With hybrid and full electric vehicles currently dominating the car market, it was only a matter of time before the muscle car scene would electrify as well. One thing that combustion-powered muscle cars and electric vehicles already have in common is the incredible torque output that both platforms seem to favor. There are several ways in which the 24 Dodge Charger EV sets itself apart from its predecessors. One such aspect is the car's all-wheel drive nature, which will be a welcome change from the previous rear-wheel drive models. Another obvious benefit to converting to an all-wheel drive system is the improved grip and traction, as well as improved handling. Dodge claims that the Charger Daytona EV will be faster than any of the Hellcat models. This will be quite a task to accomplish considering the reputation that the Hellcats have built. But Dodge always seems to be up for a challenge, and they usually deliver. The Dodge Charger Daytona EV is planning to combine the efficiency of an EV with the horsepower and torque of an American muscle car. So Dodge will offer two power options for its 400-volt powertrain. The 340-kilowatt version will have 455 horsepower, and the 440-kilowatt version will have 590 horsepower. The automaker also plans an 800-volt SRT Banshee powertrain package. The Banshee powertrain will potentially be more powerful than the existing 808 HP produced by the Hellcat V8 engine. Around 850 horsepower is expected, although a number closer to 900 is what we may actually end up seeing. And with that many ponies under the hood, you can only imagine the amount of torque it will produce. If these figures become a reality, it will make it the fastest factory car that Dodge has ever produced. It's also worth mentioning that fully electric vehicles offer nearly instant torque, meaning the Daytona EV could potentially be a lot better than the Hellcat for drag racing or straight line speed. If the crazy amount of horsepower isn't enough for you, a unique feature was added, named the Power Shot button. It is a push-to-pass feature that acts as an electric version of nitrous oxide. If you're feeling like Dominic Toretto, just push the button on the steering wheel, and an extra 25 horsepower is added to give that extra push. While EVs are often a lot quicker than most gas-powered vehicles, thanks to linear acceleration that produces astonishing 0 to 60 miles per hour times, they often lack the driving dynamics that many performance car owners enjoy. Dodge says it's trying to address this gap through the introduction of new features, like the Erupt electromechanical shifting. The pistol grip style shifter allows you to shift through the different gears on the Erupt transmission. Taking all of this into account, it's almost certain that driving this EV will be just as captivating as its combustion engine muscle car counterparts. The concept vehicle looks like a futuristic yet retro version of the current Dodge Challenger, with a more aerodynamic but muscular design. Dodge says that the intention is to muscle aside other more boring-looking EV concepts in favor of something more in your face. Most notably, the front end features a large opening for air to pass through, which the company is calling the R-Wing. With its narrow rectangular nose and dark color, the Charger Daytona EV resembles a late 1968 Charger. The EV is a two-door hatchback with seating for four. The front of the Charger Daytona EV hides a wing that runs just above the grille. The wing allows air to pass underneath it, improving the car's aerodynamic efficiency. Air vents were also cut into the sides and at the front and rear of the vehicle and help to improve the aerodynamics of the squared-off car body. Adding to the allure of the Charger Daytona will be a panoramic glass roof that will be offered as an option. Designed to be a performance car, its 9 power levels will allow drivers to tailor the car's performance to their driving styles and preferences. The new Charger will also have 4 driving modes, including drag, sport, track, and auto. In the past, a major downside to combustion-powered muscle cars was bad fuel efficiency. The Charger Daytona EV is expected to have a range of about 500 miles. This means that one of the features this car will not be carrying over from the Hellcat is the need to refuel or recharge the car every time you drive. The previous Charger SRT Hellcat featured a fuel tank with a capacity of 18.5 gallons, translating into roughly a 388-mile range, which is over 100 miles lower than the EV's range. Practicality is essential to the Daytona's SRT's design, and one of the standout features of the Dodge Charger and Challenger SRT Hellcats is the incredible sound that the supercharged V8 puts out. In a bid to stay true to its muscle car origins, Dodge has claimed that the new Charger's roar will be just as loud as the SRT Hellcat. EVs by nature are mostly silent, thanks to the absence of an internal combustion engine. So to make the sounds, the Charger Daytona has exhaust pipes that make noise and a transmission that shifts gears. The Charger Daytona makes low, loud thrumming tones that sound a bit like high-voltage electrical equipment. The sounds aren't produced by speakers, like the sounds from most electric cars, but by air pulses forced through the pipes with baffles and chambers inside. Named the Fratzonic Chambered Exhaust System, it is an electric exhaust system that is expected to be able to produce just as much noise as the previous Hellcat did, around 126 decibels. It uses an amplifier and tuning chamber to give a unique dark matter sound profile that will mimic the noise of the Hellcat. None of that is necessary for an electric car, but Dodge is making an effort to maintain the new Charger's consistency as a muscle car since its customers are looking for excitement. Dodge is calling the BEV exhaust noise a first of its kind, and whether it's the right noise for this particular car is still up for debate. With everything that can be expected from the electric Charger, it won't be cheap. Though Dodge hasn't revealed a price yet, it has been estimated that the 340 models will start at $50,000. The 440 will start at an estimated $60,000, and the Banshee will start at an estimated $90,000. With everything promised and expected from the new muscle car, the prices are always going to be on the higher side, so this is no cheap runaround. Dodge EV muscle cars will be 100% locked out from any aftermarket tuning so that Dodge can be the only ones to sell tuning packages. Rather, the new Charger lineup will boast direct connection, Stage 1 and Stage 2 upgrades. This will allow the 340 kilowatt version to reach up to 400 kilowatts, or 535 horsepower, and the 440 kilowatts version will reach up to 500 kilowatt, or 670 horsepower. These upgrades will only be purchased over the air and downloaded, with Dodge then providing fender badges after ordering. Despite the disappointment of changing to an all-wheel drive, the Dodge brand deserves some respect for trying to create a nice-looking car that is shaped like a proper performance car. It is set to be the best-looking EV on the market if it goes to production as shown in concept form. In any case, whether we like it or not, the global auto industry is being pushed by various governments to move to electric power. So like every other automaker, the brand that brought us the Hellcat Hemi is making the required changes. However, while every other automaker has gone the EV route with a bland crossover, Dodge designed an EV muscle car. It was already announced that the production-ready version of the all-electric muscle car will be hitting the market in 2024, but we certainly hope that the new Charger is more affordable compared to some of the more expensive EVs currently available. With that, we have reached the end of this video. Let us know in the comments down below if you think the Charger EV is a complete flop, or that you believe in Dodge making this car the beast they portray it will be. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.